I always get a kick out of these people who talk about all the things that they would do if they won these huge, you know, Mega Millions, Powerball, jackpot. I get such a kick out of those people. I think most people do it. I don't. The chances of you know what I mean? The chances of winning are so slim. I don't, when these jackpots get this big, and apparently they tweaked it or something and made it be harder to win, because people were saying they wanted to have bigger jackpots. I don't know. But when they get this high, every once in a while, even though this has never been this high, but even when it's less than this high, when it starts being advertised on the news as you know, really big Powerball jackpots, and actually was never even hearing Mega Millions, to know the truth. Anyway, I didn't even check my tickets. My mom mentioned it, I got last time, when it first started getting big, I missed, I didn't go out in time or whatever, and then the next time, nobody won, either Powerball or Mega Millions, so I got 2 and 2, didn't check the tickets, but I knew nobody won, so the most that happened is that maybe we got like a number or something, I don't know, I didn't check the tickets, okay, but I have them. And now for this one, oh yeah, it's exciting, it's worth it, you know, it's worth it, it's $4, because I only do 2, I do 2 and 2, 1 each for me, 1 each for my mom, which is like doing 4, because we would, you know, it would be ours, we'd split it, you know what I mean, we'd be, so, but I don't fantasize. I get a kick out of the people who do, you know, but when people win, you know what I mean, one of those, that might have been somebody who fantasized and then they won. They had somebody on there who won, she and her 37-year boyfriend, I think they've been together for, but whatever, she won Powerball $310 million in 2015. Oh. The sobering thing is, it was just on Nightline, I was watching it, one that I recorded. I record all Nightline. And not too long ago I went through and there were too many. And they at least tell you up front what it's going to be about, and I deleted a whole bunch of them that I knew I would never take the time to watch, you know. I can't keep them all, it's going to fill up my thing. Anyway, I walked in the pouring rain today. Like filthy socks. Anyway, oh, sobering. A person was just on there, an expert, and she's like, here's a I think she even used the word sobering, here's a sobering thought. And this is sad, but it's a commentary on us, on human nature, on, you know, 70% of all lottery winners who win big prizes or whatever will go bankrupt within 2 years' time. Tell me that's not unbelievable. I know it though. You have to be so careful when you win these huge jackpots. People have gotten killed over it. There was this woman on there, they were showing, you know, people get murdered. People have these huge office things where they all go in on it and then someone runs off with it if they win. There's all kinds of shit that happens. But no, I don't fantasize. don't fantasize about anything anymore. Last time I fantasized about anything was 9 years ago. 8 to 9 years ago. I went insane. Fortunately, temporarily. And also, fortunately, I know it will never happen again. I'm never going to get over that it happened in the first place. Pisses me off to no end, but at least I know it won't happen again. Right, Ohms? I went insane in 2009 and 10. And she's pissed off that it happened at all. But at least I know it will never happen again. That was last time. I don't even fantasize about normal shit, like meeting a guy and not be, and all this crap. I don't fantasize about that, let alone about winning millions or billions of dollars. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. But I get a kick out of the people who do, and I do. When it gets, it's exciting though to play, because you can't win if you don't play, and it's exciting. I mean, I can buy a pint of that Halo Top ice cream. That's $5, So $4 on a chance to win a whole bunch of money. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it, But I'm not going to sit there and be like a lot of people, probably too many people, and, oh, I would do this and I would do that. And I've known people that would be like, I would do this and I would, why? The chances of you winning are 1 in over 300 million. Why fantasize about what you would do is pointless, okay? And as for me, I can tell you point blank that I have accepted that I will likely be alone for the rest of my life. Does that upset me? Lots of things have upset me. Lots of things upset me. So many things that upset me, I mean, there are people who live every day of their existence in continuous desperation, so if I'm alone the rest of my life, then that's the way it goes. Joe's accepted that about himself. We've talked about it. I don't think it bothers him like it bothers me, but there are too many people, maybe particularly women, I don't know, who just, they cannot stand to be alone to such an extent that they'll put up with so much fucking shit just to not be alone. That was me with Donald. Like I used to sarcastically say out here from time to time, and I'd say it right now, I would rather be alone for the rest of my goddamn fucking life, goddamn fucking existence, however short or long that may be, than to ever be with a man even remotely like my abusive ex. Okay? So, it's alright. But I'm just saying, if I'm not even going to fantasize about that so many people just take for granted. But if I'm not even going to fantasize about that, I'm sure as hell not going to fantasize about what I would do if I won millions of dollars, okay? But I did buy tickets. I did buy tickets on I don't know when the other ones were from. I guess last week. Because I was supposed to do it the week before. My mom had asked me and then it didn't happen. I think I was really sick or something. I didn't go and get the tickets. Or I forgot. Both. Combination of both. I don't even know where the other tickets are. I was carrying them around. All I have to know is I didn't win. We, sorry, shouldn't say I, we, my mom and I did not win. But I'm sure as most people who buy tickets are sitting there riveted, like, to the TV screen, like it's coming on right now. I paused what was on, because I don't care about this rookie show, but it was, he just broke into a house and he was trying to save this kidnapped woman who was chained up, and he's a rookie and he doesn't really know what he's doing, and his partner got locked out accidentally, and now the woman he's trying to save, look out, and he gets, so something happened, so I wanted to just see that. So I paused it, because I also wanted to tell you about this before the drawing happens. That I've never, ever, ever, and even when other people have, like friends I've known or whatever, and they start going on and on about what they would do if they won, and I kind of just tune them out, because it's so unlikely that you're going to win, and you know, I just don't want to hear it, I guess. I guess that's, if we're being honest, I just don't want to hear it. Because I don't do it, you know. Not even in my head. I don't. I get the tickets for the hell of it because it's exciting to take part and have that chance. But I never, ever, ever fantasize about what I would do if I won. I don't even know if that's healthy, to fantasize about what you would do if you win, when the chances of winning are 1 in over 300 million, you know, it's like, but it can happen. There was a contest that took place with a fast food place or something or other. I have to rack my memory here. Actually, I don't want to reveal it in case somebody knows what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter. There was a contest, like 30 years, no, not quite 30 years, but a long time ago, and it was the entire United States, okay? It was for some fast food restaurant or something, and it was a big prize, not a prize like millions of dollars, but like a car or something, and my uncle won. He won. He won out of all the people taking part in this contest, and the tens of thousands, hundreds, however many it was. He won. So it can happen. And I think he won something else before that was real obscure, that the chances of winning were, you know, were staggeringly low. And, you know, and then you say, well, those people are just lucky. Some people are just lucky. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. But I remember this. I'll never forget it. Oh, my, get out of there. It's empty. There's nothing in the bowl. Get out of the friggin' bowl. There's nothing in it. Move. This bowl is so empty that you might as well be going after a bowl that had never had any food in it to begin with. Mama doesn't leave anything behind in her bowls. She eats. It wouldn't hurt him. It's just my spinach, kale, mushroom, all organic crap, and chicken bone broth, organic Pacific bone broth, and flax hemp sour cream and Himalayan crystal salt. Pumpkin seeds. There's nothing left in it though. You know what I mean? I scraped it clean. That's what I do. So him going after it, he might as well be going after nothing. But I get a kick out of him. Of course, I also have to warn my mom because you can't leave anything on that coffee table. It doesn't matter if he's blind, he smells it, he knows it's there, and you don't want to leave anything that's dangerous to him, you know, potentially. I got soaked today, went to my mom's. Last week, I went to my mom's on a very cold day, and with the heat off, you know, we're just going back, you know, deja vu. It's just like last winter, I bitched about it. Because the heat's been turned on now for the winter, and remember, in my mom's apartment, you don't even have to, the heat's not on, you don't put the heat on, and it's an oven in her apartment. When it was cold out, it was 75 in her apartment with windows open. Today I went, there were even more windows open, and I walked in, and I was like, holy shit, Mom, it's like an oven in here. Do you have the windows open? And they were open. They were open more than they were last week. And when it was 75, well, I looked at the thing, 81 degrees. 81 degrees in that fucking place. That's why I told my mom last winter, if she had wanted to leave, Mom, this, and that woman used to be my friend, grounds to break your lease, Mom. Joe backed me up too. It's grounds to break your lease. You're supposed to be able to control your temperature. It shouldn't be 80 degrees in your fucking apartment with the heat off, okay? In the middle of winter. It's not in the winter, I mean, but when it's cold, you know, it's just sickening to me. And you shouldn't have to, in lieu of being able to adjust your own heat, have to open the windows or close the windows or whatever. It's bullshit. Some of you remember this from last year. Well, started again, of course. I can't stand it. It's not healthy for my mom either. I know that it's not. I was in her apartment doing other stuff. I didn't go there for very long. I didn't need to cook. I already cooked a whole bunch of meals to last her for a while, you know. But she went and laid down on her bed in the bedroom, and I'm like, are you in here because it's so hot in the living room? She's like, yeah. Okay, no. Because her bedroom's small enough, and she's got those windows open that I definitely saw that it was cooler in there. But I don't care. I know what the temperature is. I walked into that place, and it felt like an oven. I don't want to be there cooking. I don't want to be there for any length of time. It's torture. You know, if the windows are open and it's still 81 degrees in that fucking place, and I took video and pictures, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Just add it to the list. Add it to the list of things that fall into the category, undeniably, of bullshit. Things that undeniably fall into the category of total fucking bullshit. Heat's off completely, and your place is 80 fucking degrees or higher. I mean, it was a little warmer today. It was still hot when we walked into our apartment last week, but it was colder out, so it was 75. You know. Today it was 81 fucking degrees in that place. I looked in, I was ugh, it's torture. I don't like it. And it reignites my rage, you know, from last year. Anyway, so yeah, when the things get this high, I play. I didn't even know till my mama told me, but then of course it starts being on the news, so. That's the only time I gamble. And I don't go crazy. So, a couple of tickets. That's it. A couple of tickets for my mom. There you have it. Exciting, huh? So, yeah, it poured on me today. I don't like umbrellas, I told you that. Just let it pour on me. As long as I protect my Walkman, my MP3 player in a plastic Ziploc bag, we're good. Do I ever use umbrellas? Of course I've used umbrellas. Maybe if I'm going somewhere that I don't want to get soaking wet. But today I didn't use an umbrella. I just let myself get soaking wet. I'd already got caught in the rain that I didn't know was happening, was coming. I got caught in it when I was walking home. So I already got wet. Already got soaked. So what does it matter if I went back out and didn't, you know. Went to my mom's. I just don't care. Of course it'd be awesome to win the friggin' lottery. Just like it would be awesome to meet a guy I was crazy about and vice versa, you know, and it was reciprocated. But I don't fantasize about anything. Not anymore. I used to, and it was all for nothing. It was all whatever, so not anymore. Completely different creature than I used to be, that's for sure. Fantasize about everything. Not anymore. Not anymore. That's for sure. I was on the bus today and came up with a good lyric. Just two lines, but and I forgot to write them down. Of course I forget them now. It was something, oh, I like that. I need to write that down. Forgot. That pisses me off. It was words that rhymed that I don't ever hear in songs or in other people's songs, in my own songs. I never, and I forgot to write it down. It was too, I forget what it was. I'll never know. I carry a notebook with me wherever I go, but I forgot to write those lyrics down, and I'll never know what they were. Never know. Oh well. I wouldn't even try to rack my brain to, you know, try to jog my memory. It'd be futile. You know, it's a lesson in futility. I'm not going to remember. I tried briefly. I'm like, what was that? Oh yeah, I was supposed to write that down. I started thinking about that on the bus. I should have got my notebook out and wrote it down, and I didn't. Forgot. I forgot. I told you it's been much worse when here and there, from time to time, periodically over my lifetime, adult lifetime or whatever, that I, in my dreams, like I'm listening to somebody play a song, or I might read something in a dream book, you know, that doesn't exist in real life, which means my subconscious wrote that shit. You think I can remember one bit of it when I wake up? Of course not. I wake up pissed as all hell. From time to time, I might remember 1 or 2 lines, but in the dream, it was a whole fucking song or a whole fucking poem. Oh, my subconscious wrote. It was definitely something I wrote, but in my subconscious, and I can't duplicate it in real life. I couldn't remember it. It saved my life. I couldn't remember it. Pissed me off to no end. Many, many years ago, all the way back, probably my 20s or college or whatever, I would fantasize that if I keep track of these dates of when I've written these songs or poems in my head, in my dreams, and I don't know that I've written it in the dream, it's just when I wake up, and then I remember it's a little bit playing through my mind a little bit. Melodies too, you know. I used to sarcastically say, wrote better stuff here and there in my dreams that I ever could do in real life, right, in real life, but I used to say, I used to write down the dates, you know, and then someday I'll get hypnotized, and then I'll be able to remember all these songs and poems that I wrote in my dreams. There weren't that many, but there were times I'm like, oh, that's good, you know, because I wake up and I know that it was good, and I know that it doesn't exist in real life, you know what I mean? It's not something, it's definitely something that I wrote in my subconscious, you know? That pissed me off, but what doesn't piss me off nowadays? Oh. Remember, I know the bitch is still watching my videos, because I saw not too long ago, it showed up in my email. All my new subscribers show up in my email, okay? So, there's tons of shit I don't say out here. But I also don't lie. So when I tell you my mom's doing, you know, she's doing good, she hasn't wound up in the hospital. Have we had close calls? I guess. There's always, you know, but she's managed to stay out of the hospital, so that's something to be grateful for. You know? I said she did have the other thing, though. She had the gallbladder emergency that they said involved her pancreas a little bit or something. I don't know. She had her gallbladder removed. And that was a scary thing, because you didn't know what was wrong with her. And she was here at the time, and she's so terrified of hospitals that she didn't want me to call 911, and I called 911. This was several months ago. I called 911, and then she was able to present herself so that they didn't take her. But they made her sign the thing that if she dies or something, they're not responsible. But one of them had the wherewithal to say to me, the paramedics, the police, whatever, one of them had the wherewithal to say, you know, just because she's refusing to go now and we can't force her, we can't force her, doesn't mean you can't call us later. Well, a few hours later, she was much worse. I know she was scared, and I was too. I thought maybe it was some kind of breakdown. It wasn't. She was it might manifest itself mentally, but it wasn't mental. It turned out it was physical, and she wound up having to have her gallbladder surgery. So, but I didn't know. I just knew she was, you never know if it's a breakdown. She was completely out of it. She was confused, and she wouldn't go with the police, and it took all of me to call 911 in the first place. But I didn't call psych 911, I called medical. And but at least they didn't make me feel like I didn't know. Luckily they said, just because she signed this paper and just because we're here now doesn't mean you can't call us if things get worse later on. I'm like, thank you for telling me that. I wouldn't have known. I might think that if she signed that paper that I can't call you again. But the second time I called a few hours later, because she didn't get any better, she got worse. I went back to bed. She was in here in the bedroom. I got back to the bed on the couch. Remember, this was several months ago, and she wound up worse. And I didn't even ask her permission. I didn't even care. I'm like, Mom, I'm calling 911 again. No. And then I asked him, why didn't you take her earlier, but you're taking her now? Was she not able to answer the question? He's like, because she really couldn't even, because I thought they should have taken her earlier. I thought against her will they should have taken her, and they didn't justify it. And then the same people are back here a few hours later, literally, and how come you took her now? I asked him, like, how come you took her now but didn't take her earlier? And he's like, well, we tried to ask her those questions, like, who's the president, things that or whatever, and she really wasn't. It's not that she answered incorrectly, she really wouldn't even answer at all. So we decided that you're right and we should, take her in and have her looked at. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that. I wish you'd done it hours ago because she only got worse, which is what I predicted would happen. But I didn't know if it was you never know if it's mental, because she can act like that and it's just a psychotic break showing through in some physical ways. But no, this was physical. It's just, it had some mental symptoms, like she was scaring the fucking shit out of me. She wouldn't answer me. If you won't answer me and I'm talking to you, I'm gonna call fucking 911. And I said to her, Mom, what's going on with you? You have to answer me. If you don't answer me, I'm going to call 911. She refused to answer me, so I called 911. But I gave her the chance. She was so out of it. It was scary. It was scary as fucking hell. I knew something was wrong. Thankfully, it wasn't that she was going to wind up in the fucking mental hospital again. And she's been okay. She hasn't had any adverse reactions to having the gallbladder removed. And I didn't know nothing. I was scared. She'd never had surgery since I was born with the emergency C-section because the placenta separated from the baby and, nearly died in childbirth. So, I nearly died. I don't think she nearly died. I think I nearly died in childbirth. But, it was emergency C-section. That's the last surgery she had, and that was a good 50 years ago. So, give or take. So I was scared, and I was reading horror stories, but in the end, she was fine. She didn't have any problems, so that's good. Let's pray she doesn't have any problems. Even though it's a very minor surgery, there are a certain percentage that have problems, okay? There are risks with everything. Let's hope she has no problems with the cataract surgery. but you can't not do stuff just because there could be problems. It's just like when I got Omar's teeth done, you know, pugs are more prone to have problems with anesthesia because they're, you know, they're that kind of dog, that with the pushed-in face, the breathing, the nose, and but you have to weigh the pros and the cons. Omar will not let you brush his teeth. Angel had no problem. You could brush your teeth fine. She didn't care. Omar acts like you're killing him if you do anything. He has those friggin' eye drops, you know, maintenance eye drops, since I didn't get his cataract surgery, and you'd think he'd be used to it by now. He's been having them month after month after month. No, every time he acts like I'm killing him. He doesn't want me to put the drops in his eyes, even though it doesn't hurt him. He doesn't want me to put ear stuff in his ears, and he won't let you brush his teeth, so. There's a danger in everything. But you don't not do something, like, say, in Omar's case, get his teeth done from time to time. Or in my mom's case, get cataract surgery that'll really improve her eyesight. I was there with her when we saw the specialist, and he said it's going to improve her eyes. It's going to make a huge difference, her getting that cataract surgery. So we just hope there's no problems. Oh. That's all you can ever do, right? Hope there's no problems. But you don't not do something. At least something like that. I put plastic surgery that's not necessary in a whole other category. Okay? I'm not against plastic surgery. I'm not adverse to ever having it, but going under is different than, say, this Sonobello thing that I see advertised, or the cool sculpting, whatever that is. You don't go under. That intrigues me. Or just, you don't, it's not, you can, they say you could leave and go right back to work or something, like it's a procedure, and it supposedly destroys all these fat cells, and they have before and after pictures. Not everybody has the same results, of course, but that intrigues me because you're not under anesthesia. Oh, if you have the money, or you can afford it, or you go on a payment plan or whatever, you can get stubborn fat removed. And some of the people I see on the TV, I'm like, whoa, wow. Anything like that intrigues me. There's new face things you can do to get you know, to get rid of wrinkles and all this crap, all that don't require going under the knife, going under anesthesia where you're under. It astounds me, all the people that do that, just for the sake of looking better or whatnot. But the cool sculpting shit, that intrigues me. That really intrigues me. It shows before and after, and it seems to work, even though they always see individual results will vary, and I guess not everybody's eligible, not a candidate for it either. I don't know how that works, of course. That kind of shit I would do if I ever won money, and you don't even have to, it doesn't even have to be millions of dollars, you know what I mean? It could be like $10,000.